Grateful day. I'm live. I'm Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. Welcome to another episode of Faith Forward Fiercely podcast with who? Other than me, Jenée. So this episode, first I want to say Happy International Women's Day to all the women. Last week, we talked about the entrepreneurial mentorship experience, and where I talked about just some, of the challenges that I experienced. And, that was by way of when I was in the corporate world, and unfortunately in a very toxic environment, and which I viewed as the good old boys club. So just wanted to bring that back to your attention for those who didn't see it. But now I want to share with you today's episode, and this is episode 12. So happy. Today I'm going to talk about how I overcame the challenge to become the uplifter. So during my journey of having an incredible power of faith, perseverance, and just an unwavering pursuit of purpose is what I wanted to just really share with you guys today. So excited about it. So glad that you guys are joining me today. So thank you and hello. All right, let's go back. After a challenging period in the toxic world, or the good old boys club, faced with harassment, discrimination, personal losses, and the pandemic altogether, that added to difficulties that I had to overcome. We all go through things that we have to overcome. Those were some for me. And I continued to manage the actual company remotely, but then after my position kind of ended and they reorged and all those things. But either way, I remained just determined, to pursue my dreams and to one day support aspiring entrepreneurs like yourself, in order just to reiterate and just that importance of inclusivity and just overcoming the financial barriers, because I had those issues as well, overcoming financial barriers. And to do that though, I started doing some drives for Walmart. I was actually I was embarrassed at first about having to do that because I was from the corporate world. Who am I to be, I felt to now have to kind of take a step back and do some drives. Groceries? Oh, goodness. But no, I just remained positive and humble and appreciative of all that I was able to actually do. So my journey, it highlights the strength that I found to overcome within that toxic environment. And, with gratitude for emerging stronger from just my darkest times during that time. So I'm here to guide you today and just in finding your faith during your struggles as well. Again, I still do have some struggles at times, but I continue to go forward and I remember what I've gotten through, and that always helps. So maybe that'll help you as well. That's a huge help to me, as a matter of fact. So I want to reiterate that. In a world that often makes us just feel alone during adversity, I'm proof that emerging stronger and staying determined, it's not only possible, but it's necessary. So just keep that in mind. Don't be hard on yourself. Show yourself some grace, but just know that it's necessary to just emerge from that, right? In order to just kind of keep going and persevering. So, I wanted to bring to your attention that through my times and my journey, and still even today, I'm hearing it, but many believe that success lies in focusing on just like one dream at a time. You know how people are like, oh no, don't put all your eggs in one basket. One dream at a time, one dream at a time, one goal at a time. Well, if you've heard this statement before, drop the word relate in the chat. I've heard it so many times. Like, Jenée, focus on one thing, just one thing. So if you've heard that before, drop it in the chat today. And maybe we can collaborate later on it. I would love to hear who's heard that before. But with my challenge, during my journey and those challenges and things in the toxic environment, with those beliefs, I actually, with humble beginnings, let me say that first, but I originally started 5 businesses, and I narrowed them down to 3 within a year. 3 from 5. So imagine how much money I went through and unfortunately lost, and unfortunately, people have even taken money. You think you know a person, but you just be the bigger person and know that God's got you. That's what happened for me. So I know I'll get it back in time. So I'm not worried about that. But I actually narrowed down those 5 businesses to 3 in a year. And I was, faced with obstacles along the way. And even today sometimes, but I just keep going. And I remember that, dang, Jenée, you started with 5 businesses, narrowed down to 3, and now you're growing those 3. So kudos to me, and for you out there, kudos to you for keeping going as well. Just being driven by faith and just the fact of becoming that multiple business owner. I'm a cakepreneur, which, by the way, can be purchased at rosemary'spoundcakes.com. I ship nationally. Feel free to DM me as well at Rosemary's Pound Cakes. But I've also become an author. That's a big win, right? So you too can do this while also remaining an HR expert. Now an uplifter, helping other entrepreneurs to succeed in their businesses, and just being a speaker even by way of empowerment and, and the corporate settings. And just I'm an inspiring community support builder as well. I can just see it, just entrepreneurs from all over the world just kind of there. Can't you see it? And you joining me and me joining you, and we're just doing this together, and we're just we're striving, and we're just destined for more, because we're worthy of more. So I just want you to remember throughout all that I'm saying though today, that the key lesson here is that, I believe it's okay to be a jack of all trades while mastering many, rather none at all. You gotta focus on your dreams and your goals, and yes, with perspective and giving time for maybe 1 or 2 things, but it's doable. It really is doable, to just focus versus doing nothing at all and just killing all your dreams. Follow, for me, it's God first, but then yourself, and just believe in yourself that you can keep going. Don't let anybody take that from you, because you got this. All right? Keep that in mind. I know I had to, and I still always have to. And again, like I talked about last week with mentors, is a wonderful thing as well. But with faith, We can be fearless. We can act with integrity. I often speak about that. I'm huge when it comes to integrity. And just undergoing transformation and just keeping that encouraged hope for a brighter journey, just all together. So let me give you an example, though, of someone, very wise, since it's Women's Day as well. Consider the incredible life of Madam C.J. Walker, the first female self-made millionaire in America. Like, huge, priceless. And she was facing racial and gender barriers. She turned challenges into opportunities, like I'm always speaking about. Just building an empire in the beauty and hair industry. Like, wow, that's amazing, right? Throughout all she was going through, she still did that. So, her story reminds me and probably all of us of just that adversity and how it can be just the fertile ground for success overall. So that's just major to know, right? So as we navigate it through today's episode, today's challenge is for each of you to reflect. Just reflect on your own journey. I like my challenges, so reflect on your own journey. Ask yourself, what challenges have you faced? I've done this too, by the way, and it's been a world of help. So just ask yourself, what challenges have you faced? And how can you use faith to overcome them all together? Just sit down, jot it down. It's good to write it down, because when you're asking yourself those questions and then you're putting it down, it's just a world of help. And then you can go back, reflect on it and things like that, just to help yourself out, right? And then lastly, can you embrace being a jack of all trades while mastering many versus none? Feel free to DM me. I would love to hear about what you come up with, or we can even collaborate. I'm sure I can assist you further with your goals and your dreams and being that master of what you're trying to master. Remember, with faith, we can be fearless, act with integrity, undergo all transformation, and just encourage hope for the brighter journey, like I mentioned earlier. Join me in celebrating my victory of the Uplifter, proving that a journey from adversity to victory is not only possible, but once again, it's a testament to the power of purpose, your purpose, my purpose, and simply just by keeping the faith. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast. Stay uplifted, stay inspired, and remember, your journey is an incredible story just waiting to be told, just like mine was. Remember, have a blessed day and a prosperous year on purpose. I'm Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. Till next time.